Okay, let's get a check of our forecast with Rob Mayeda. Still chilly overnights and in the mornings there, Rob.
Yeah, we're kind of getting the weird blend of winter, obviously, for the morning. If those temperatures chilly in the 30s, a little patchy fog in a few spots. But as we saw today for the afternoon, we still had those highs in the mid to upper 60s. This is not what you'd expect as we approach the month of December. We do have some big waves on the coast. We'll talk about that in a moment. But first, let's take you outside, a post-sunset view. And it looks like a weather person framed the shot. We're looking at mostly the sky there as opposed to San Francisco. 53 degrees now. And without the fog and the clouds, which tend to act a little bit like a blanket, as soon as the sun sets, with the dry air in place, temperatures really cool quickly around the region. Let's show you Walnut Creek, still 61 degrees for now. We did have highs a bit earlier in the upper 60s and into the South Bay. You can see San Jose at 56 degrees. And earlier, you might have noticed some haze in the skies as the winds have kind of calmed down a bit and high pressure has locked in across the region. Air quality issues are starting to come back a little bit, not quite to winter spare the air levels just yet, but you might have noticed this, especially in the North Bay and the South Bay, a little extra smoke pollution in the air. That's trapped due to the warming aloft of high pressure. It acts like a lid, sometimes gives us these hazy skies. That's about the only weather complaint we're having during the day. Now for the morning, look out for coastal fog, a few patchy fog areas possible again up around the North Bay. Cold inland, 30s to start the day. So that part of the forecast feels like a December morning. But the afternoon, maybe not so much. Once again, upper 60s for Morgan Hill, Santa Rosa, San Francisco to Oakland in the low 60s. And for the hills of the North Bay, Diablo Range, you might notice a little more wind tomorrow as high pressure builds back to the coast. We will see those breezes picking up, not as strong as we saw last week, but that wind will be a little bit of an issue on the higher hills by tomorrow afternoon. Now for the coast, through 10 a.m. tomorrow, we have the beach hazard statement. Strong storms completely missing us here in terms of rainfall, but they're pushing that northwest swell along the coast, so be careful around Ocean Beach and for areas on those northwest facing beaches through tomorrow morning. Now, as you can see here in our futurecast, no rain producing clouds in the picture. As you see the view across Pacific, if you totally ignored the calendar and you saw this view, this is more typical for September to October. For one thing, the jet stream's aiming in on Canada as those rain chances stay well away from Northern California and the Bay Area. Notice how storms on approach, as they hit that ridge of high pressure, they weaken. So we'll get some clouds at times, but the dry weather will continue. So instead of watching for rain, we're watching for some gusty offshore wind. And for the week ahead, it looks like the Bay Area, not so bad. But if you have friends and family in Southern California, a real strong case of Santa Ana winds could be fire danger problems in December. So that is the problem of the forecast. The 2-week outlook still doesn't look all that great for California. So if you like chilly mornings, 60s for the afternoon, plenty of that in the 7-day forecast. San Francisco trending a little bit warmer later in the week, and it does look like the first weekend in December we could see numbers getting closer to the maybe closer to 70 degrees in a few spots. So be watching that closely as the rain doesn't seem to be in the picture. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, we'll take a look at that 14-week outlook, 14-day outlook heading through mid-December to see if we can get any rain. It seems like it's going to take 14 weeks. May not take quite that long to get the rain in here, but this is a very dry start to fall. So we certainly need some rain to offset that fire danger around parts of the state.
Okay, thanks so much, Rob.